Hi, the purpose of this video is to teach students the difference between what we would call word wrap and hitting enter to define the different paragraphs. So we have a blank document here, and I'm simply going to click and just start typing. So let's say I was sending this to Mr. Mickey Mouse, and I'm hitting the enter key here. When I hit the enter key, it's forcing it to go to another line, and the reason I'm doing that is because I need his address to end so I can continue typing. So you can see here I have an address for Mickey Mouse, and then I'm going to hit enter a couple times. Now I'm going to turn on the show hide, and the show hide shows those non-printing characters. So it shows that I've hit enter twice, right? That I hit enter, enter, and it shows that I hit enter after each line here. So now if I wanted to, and I said, dear Mickey, hope all is well in Disney. The purpose of this letter is to show students how word wrap works. This line is going to wrap without me hitting enter. Okay, so you can see here that the line wrapped after this word line, and the reason it wrapped in this place is because of the margins and because of the font size that we have. So if I were to change the margin or change the font size, it could wrap in a different place. So this is where it's a little bit different than hitting the enter key. If I wanted it to break at a particular point in time, for example, if I wanted to break at Hope All Is Well in Disney, let's say, I could click to here and hit enter, and it would cause it to go to its own paragraph. Okay, and if I didn't want that, I could backspace it here and bring it back up. Okay, so speaking of backspace, if you want to delete characters, so if I wanted to delete the word students for some reason, and I'm clicked to the right of the word students, and I hit the backspace key, that will delete me one letter at a time. If I hold down the control key and do backspace, that will actually remove the whole rest of that word. Okay. Delete, the delete key deletes to the right of the cursor. So if you're clicked to the right here of the word how, and I start hitting delete, you see that it sucks up one word at a time. And you can imagine if you hold down the control key and delete, it would actually remove the whole word. So it works the same as backspace. The control backspace or control delete deletes the whole rest of the word that you're trying to delete. The other thing you could do is simply highlight the word, and then you could hit delete or backspace, and it wouldn't really matter. It would delete the word that's there. Okay, so let me think if there's anything else I need to show you here. So one other thing I want to mention, because this is in your homework assignment, they talk about an address and then an inside address. So the inside address would be, let's say one of the addresses is the person who's sending it, and the other address is the person who it's going to. So what they mean by inside address is that second address line. So, for example, if this were, Mrs. Daisy Duck, right, 10, we'll pretend they live together. Yes, I'm like 3 years old, apparently, right? I'm working with Disney characters. So this is what we would consider the inside address. This would be just your regular address. Okay, so this concludes, what I wanted to talk about in this video, basically just typing text, the difference between hitting enter to force it to go to another line versus word wrap, which just wraps wherever the margin allows it, and the difference between using backspace and delete.